Godzilla Earth versus Godzilla Ultima, two of the most powerful versions of Godzilla that you're ever gonna see going at it. But who wins here? Well, let's get into it. Godzilla Ultima is unique amongst all the Godzillas, and that's putting it lightly. It's a higher dimensional being who's mutated and adapted to our dimension, all while simultaneously trying to destroy our dimension in the process. So while this Godzilla might seem like a normal Godzilla at first, he's really anything but. Sure, he's able to destroy buildings and take all sorts of attacks, but I mean, he's from another dimension altogether. Even his atomic breath is unique. It's not actually atomic breath, but a closed, time-like curved molecular laser. Basically, multiple beams from the future come back to the past and are greatly amplified in the process. Godzilla is also able to dispel red dust, otherwise known as archetype, something that's able to pull photons from the future into the present, bending time, space, and the laws of physics in the process. Godzilla himself is a singularity for this archetype, so he could basically destroy the universe and lead to where the future itself doesn't exist. And Godzilla really doesn't care if he does that. In fact, his true form is even larger than the universe, and if he tried to enter the universe in his true form, well, the universe would be destroyed. On the other hand, this version of Godzilla is literally a god created by the Earth itself in order to drive off humanity. Godzilla successfully does that, clearing the planet of kaiju as well. And for the next 20,000 years, it mutates and transforms, becoming one with the Earth in the process. Godzilla Earth is also absolutely massive, easily one of the biggest versions of Godzilla we've ever seen. He's as strong and tough as essentially the Earth itself. He has an incredible regenerative ability, and on top of that, has an electromagnetic shield so that most attacks can never even touch him. He's also got some seriously powerful atomic attacks. They can destroy almost anything in his path and obliterate it down to atoms. So which one is stronger? Well, just based on feats we've seen on screen, that easily has to go to Godzilla Earth. For Godzilla Ultima, what we're talking about here is like plowing through cities and knocking down skyscrapers. Can't even remotely compare with Godzilla Earth. I mean, with Godzilla Earth, he's creating earthquakes with each step that he takes. He's leveled small mountains just by waking up and walking through them. Not even close to the same tier. Godzilla Earth is considerably stronger. That's not even mentioning just how much bigger this Godzilla is. Godzilla Ultima stands at, over 100 meters tall? Godzilla Earth is over 300 meters tall. It's not even a contest here. Godzilla Earth literally towers over him. So then what about durability? Well, for Godzilla Ultima, he actually has 4 different forms. Godzilla Ultima is his ultimate form, and each of the 4 forms are more than tough enough to take any attack that the military can throw at him. Now at his best, well, he's taken city-shaking attacks, and he's got a healing factor that allows him to come back from most any injury he takes, allowing him to survive the injury, and it naturally adapts and evolves his body so it will now be more durable to that type of injury the second time around. But no doubt about it, Godzilla Earth is the tougher one out of these two. Godzilla can take literally any attack that comes his way. His body is tougher than tough, and basically nothing can actually penetrate it. And if anything does get past, well, he has a pretty nice healing factor himself, regrowing organs in just seconds. On top of that, in order to even begin injuring him, you have to get past the electromagnetic force field surrounding his body. It's dang near impenetrable. It can only be penetrated by manipulating a specific high frequency to break through. All in all, Godzilla Earth was so tough that he casually survived 150 nuclear missiles hitting him all at once. It was an attack that devastated a huge part of North America. In the aftermath, could literally be seen from outer space. It didn't take Godzilla Earth down. Yeah, he's definitely the tougher one out of the two. And the last thing here is their atomic breath, if you can even call it that. Both these versions of Godzilla are kind of weird to fit. For Godzilla Ultima, well, it's not technically atomic breath. It's actually a closed, time-like, curved molecular laser. Basically, it's Godzilla manipulating time and bringing in multiple beams from the future back to the present. And in the process, it makes the energy beams considerably more powerful and forms his molecular laser. And it really is quite powerful. He's able to one-shot some pretty big monsters with it and blow them to pieces. Godzilla can also unleash his red dust. But while it's harmful to humans, it's gonna do basically nothing to Godzilla Earth. And then for Godzilla Earth, and this is becoming a running theme here, well, he's just more powerful. He just got better attacks. His atomic breath is able to destroy mountains and bust apart entire mountain ranges. That might just be on the low end. There was one showing when Godzilla was able to shoot his atomic breath into outer space in order to destroy an asteroid the size of the moon, with the resulting explosion wiping out half the surface of the Earth. And Godzilla was younger and weaker there. He's grown 6 times more powerful since then. And that's not all his attacks either. He's got oscillatory wave atomic breath, which is basically like an atomic gust of air that can carve deep canyons into the earth and hit with the power of a nuclear bomb. Godzilla also has an atomic heat attack, where he heats himself up to become one of the hottest things in the universe and melts everything around him. And then his electromagnetic tail swipe. Well, he can unleash it with just a flick of his tail, level mountains, and send out earthquakes from miles around. So like some serious attacks. Really, Godzilla Ultima's last resort is just who he is as a monster. He's not from around here. He's a singularity and a higher dimensional being from outside our dimension. His true form is even bigger than the universe. He's a cosmic entity that experiences all time, space, dimensions, and all alternate timelines at the same time. He's a 4th dimensional being, and if his true form entered into our 3-dimensional world, well, he could destroy it just by stepping foot into it. But while Godzilla is like a 13th dimensional eldritch god with supposedly incomprehensible power, he's also kind of like Cthulhu, completely all-powerful, but yet prone to being defeated by the simplest things. And Godzilla Earth can definitely be one of those simple things, especially considering he's already beaten a monster just like Godzilla Ultima, Void Ghidorah. King Ghidorah was an energy-based 3-headed dragon from another dimension that actually lived in the space between dimensions. He could consume whole worlds from our dimension, crushing them with his power, then sucking all the energy into himself. And just like Godzilla Ultima's true form, he can't enter into our universe all at once. Instead, he'll create singularity black holes where he'll stick his head through and attack. Plus, since he's from outside dimensions, he's not bound by our universe's physics, meaning he can ignore or even manipulate the laws of physics. I say all this because Void Ghidorah and Godzilla Ultima are dang near the same monster. Godzilla Earth sent Ghidorah packing. Godzilla Ultima might be more powerful at his core, because while Godzilla Earth is a god who is one with the Earth, he's not a 4th dimensional being who can destroy the universe. Problem is, for all that Godzilla Ultima is, his actual feats make it look like he would get dog-walked by Godzilla Earth. And considering that Godzilla Earth has already beaten a monster who's just exactly the same before, well, I think that's exactly what's gonna happen here. Godzilla Earth wins, and it's not even close. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. I know you're gonna have thoughts and feelings on this one for sure. If you stuck around this long and made it to the end of the video, that's amazing. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting us. And if you want to go subscribe, well, go subscribe. You're going to see more videos like this one every single week. I'll see y'all then. I'll see y'all next time.